Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Go Local Live contributor Chelsea Gay, still in the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center, with my second guest today, Jennifer Gaeber from RIblogger.com. And we wanted to have you on because I know we're kind of steamrolling into Christmas. Yes. And then we've got all this exciting Christmas, New Year's stuff going on. But then after that, you know, Rhode Island winter can be a little bleak. So you kind of specialize in letting us know what our activities are and our options are for the winter. So we wanted to tell our guests a little bit about what to do so they don't get depressed in February when it's 12 degrees and there hasn't been sun for a week. So not that that'll happen, but it does. It tends to. Yeah. So before we get into all the fun activities and the 50 New Year's Eve plans, which I won't make you list.
Okay.
That was a joke. She got very scared. She was like, what am I going to do?
I can't go to the website for all 50.
I can't list them all right now. Okay. Tell us a little bit about yourself. You've been doing this for 6 years. And how did you get into blogging about events in Rhode Island?
Really, I have a lot of friends who are local artists, local farmers, and just community members. And I always found that it was very hard to just find all the information you want to find in one location. And also, if you're an artist, your thoughts aren't always about marketing yourself and putting yourself out there. So I kind of wanted to build something that brought the community together and helped list events and all in one place.
Yeah, so that it's true. It ends up being your product first and then your business second a lot of times in the art space because you're just thinking about the next thing you're going to create and not how to actually get it out there to people.
And if you're out there working on the local farms, you're not thinking about, I've got to go on my social media and update my page and picture the
let
beautiful
people know
strawberries.
What farmers markets are coming up and things like that. And you have a daughter, right? Do you have any other children?
Nope, just one daughter.
So it's helpful too for families to go on the site to be able to check out what there is for their kids because that's there's a lack of that in a lot of ways, organized information. So it's nice to have your site to go to say, okay, my kids are like running around like crazy.
Right. How do I get out of the house and where can I take them?
So that must be an inspiration point.
Yes, it is. I'm always looking at myself and I'm like, I got to tell people about this.
So talk to me a little bit about how you've grown over the past 6 years. When you started out, what were you kind of doing as to now? What are you doing?
When it started out, it was primarily a blog, less of an events calendar.
Okay.
So then we opened up an events calendar page that, local community members or hospitality industry, you can plug in your events there. So that page has really taken off because there's tons and tons of events there now. So it's event centered as well as blog centered. Highlighting local artists, local people in the fitness industry, just trying to find local leaders just to give them some spotlight.
So if you are someone that has an event coming up, you can actually go on RIblogger.com and submit your event.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, she wants to move closer. Come on, closer to me. No, don't bite. So you can go on, if you've got an event, say you were showing up at an art festival or you're a restaurant that's got an event, you actually go on and submit your event. That's pretty cool.
Yep, you can go. It's like the top right corner, I think. Click submit your event, and then upon approval, it'll be live.
And you're still blogging, however. You're still writing your articles. Is it just you, or have you got anybody else contributing now?
I have a couple contributors that will, for different topics that will contribute, but it's primarily me.
Primarily you doing all the work. So without further ado, let's get into New Year's Eve because that is our next after Christmas big thing.
I know.
If there's anything sometimes there's Christmas Eve. So if you know anything on Christmas Eve, you can let us know. But New Year's Eve, I think, is the next. People are always looking for something to do, and people wait.
Yes.
So like the very last minute.
Very last minute. And that's the problem with like doing events and blogging is my mind is now like spring almost because I feel like I've been talking about New Year's for so long.
I know, but
it hasn't come yet.
Still deciding what to do. So give us like your top 5, 10 events.
So what I noticed is this year that there's like some era-themed type things. So there's a few Roaring 20s events going on. I think Gracie's is hosting Roaring 20s. The Ballroom at Providence G, which is right over there, so I'm pointing with her, as well as 41 North in Newport. So if you want to get a flapper dress and go that route.
So both ends of the state.
Yeah, some live jazz music. Also, Malted Barley is doing a 70s disco theme. So that sounds like a fun time.
Interesting.
And Ocean House in Watch Hill is doing an Austin Powers themed.
Austin
New
Powers
Year's
themed.
Yeah, so if you want to do that. There's also some black and white masquerade type balls. Bar Louie in Providence is doing one, as well as in East Greenwich, the Safe House and the Trap, which if you haven't been there yet, they're also really delicious. Just went recently there. So
you had the food at the Trap?
Yes.
Okay.
And they do, actually I ate at the Safe House, but they're at the same location. Upstairs is the Trap, downstairs is the Safe House. And downstairs, they're both having a black and gold masquerade party, and then one place has, I think upstairs is live music. No, vice versa. Upstairs is DJ, live music, downstairs. So, and then there's always just the typical, most restaurants put out a prefix menu too. So you always want to make those reservations in advance because they typically fill up and they're usually...
Anything like memorable that you'd recommend in the world of restaurants on New Year's? I mean, ambiance-wise, is there anything that you...
Well, I'm really interested to go to the rooftop for New Year's Eve. And Sarto's also has a great prefix menu that's already out there. I haven't found a lot of menus already out there.
Really trying to keep it a secret?
Yeah, yeah. There's, we have a few on the website. But as far as I feel like the rooftop in Providence on New Year's Eve is like
that is very cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you're up high. Another one that I saw that actually is funny. I was going to mention to you earlier. Did you see that Troop is doing a pajama? Pajama jam or something?
Yes.
So if you want to go the opposite route of a glam 1920s, you can go to the Troop and be in your pajamas.
Which could also be perfect for a mom too, because then you can just like kind of rock your mom look.
Exactly.
Go out in your
you can
PJs.
put the kids to bed and then just head right out in your pajamas.
Yeah, just go like this.
And speaking of kids, is there anything in the area for families for New Year's? I know we used to have first night, which was like
huge.
I don't know whatever happened to that.
I know.
Someone tell me because I don't know. Yeah. Comment if you know what happened to first night.
Right. Well, Dave & Buster's, which my daughter is like so into games. That, I mean, I try to keep it to a minimum, but I took her there once, and now she's like, when can we go again? So they're having a family package. I think it's 4:30 to 7:30, and there's like a variety of packages. They all come with a game card and the appetizer buffet.
Okay.
Lang's Bolorama is also doing a family day. I think 12 to 6. It's all family oriented, and then I think in the evening it switches over to I don't know if it's no kids, but it doesn't mention kids, so I think that's kind of the way I'm like reading in between the lines, like come at 12 to 6.
Your kids aren't really wanting to stay up till midnight anyway.
No, it gets
I always
bad.
said they should do like a pretend ball drop at like 6 p.m. Why not?
Yes, and that way moms and dads could also go to bed at that time too if
Happy
they
New
want
Year.
to.
Dave & Buster's should just put it on the TV. Don't put last year's. Just don't put the year.
I know. I was thinking that, or even if they just had a parent-oriented like night out, because nobody, like when you're a mom or dad, you usually don't want to make it till midnight anymore.
Nope. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
New Year's ending at 10.
Yeah.
Have the ball drop
the new midnight.
Early.
Yeah.
There you go. That's perfect. And so we kind of covered New Year's, which is awesome. Kind of the glam side of it, the Newport, there's an East Greenwich event, there's obviously lots of things going on in Providence. You can probably walk into 50 different things if you wanted to and down here.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the rest of the winter. So, I mean, we've got February coming up. It's really tough to do things outside locally, obviously. March is even really kind of not spring yet. So what are your recommendations for things to do, whether it be families, couples, individuals, just in the winter in general?
I'm always kind of like an embrace the winter type of person and get outside. So I would suggest, if a winter sport. So ice skating is a good one. I mean, there's the Providence, the Alex and Ani Center, obviously, and then the bumper cars there. Have you done those yet?
I haven't. Have you done them? They're good?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's really fun.
I was waiting for like an endorsement of how good they were.
It's fun, and it's just like an experience, I have to say.
Do they move themselves, or you have to put they actually have like a little motor?
Yeah, it's like a little bumper car type situation. I
feel like that would be dangerous for me.
Yeah.
I don't think I should go.
I think you should. Yeah. But so there's ice skating westerly. There's indoor ice skating at the Boss Arena, and the one in Pawtucket too. I'm forgetting the name of it at the moment. But so if you want to ice skate indoors or outdoors, you can. Obviously, you should, when it's safe and nice and cold, go to a pond as well. Oof. You can always go to Yawgoo and try skiing or snowboarding. Yep. Or snow tubing, which is also really fun. It's actually like, I was like, whoa, this is like steeper than I was expecting, because I brought like students there, but I was teaching a while ago, and I was like, whoa, I mean, this is like, I don't know, but it's fun.
Oh, that's awesome.
Diamond Hill State Park is a great place to go for some winter hiking, or Arcadia State Park if you want to go to the southern part of the state.
And everything's open in the winter. They encourage.
Yeah. You have to be careful of like hunting seasons, but all that information is, available. Wear orange.
Don't go during deer hunting.
Yeah, don't do that. Well, or at least wear a lot of orange.
Wear a lot of orange.
For the best.
That's a good one. I know. Anything else we can look at for the winter? Otherwise, I'm going to start quizzing you on like places you like to go.
Oh, geez, okay. There's restaurant weeks coming up. Obviously, I think Providence Restaurant Week starts January 13th. Okay. And then the other ones follow after that. I don't know the exact dates, and they tend to come out sometime. There's always indoor stuff, like families launch trampoline park is really fun. I went there, and I was not expecting to get like a really good workout on top of it too. I didn't know. I was like in a skirt, and I didn't know that the parents were supposed to be jumping too. And I was like, oh, okay. But it's a great place. The kids love it.
A lot. You Marilyn Monroe'd a lot of people.
I ran to my car and found leggings. So I was like, okay, I can do this. So indoor stuff. I'm trying to think of other indoor places that we tend to frequent. Obviously, the Providence Children's Museum is
That's
a good
always
one for
great.
families.
I know. I feel like people forget about that too.
Yeah, roller skating at United States of America. Yeah.
Yes, I think my mom actually fractured her shoulder there one time, so I'm not allowed to go back.
Oh,
because
yeah.
We're boycotting it for life.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about, what are some of your favorite spots? A, in the city, and B, kind of South County area. Like, I know you said you're a beach girl, so do you have some favorite little secret spots you like to go, and whether it be eat or hang out or things like that?
Yeah, well, I'm always a fan of, I like Trustin Pond, which is a nice hiking place right by the beach, and you can walk through, and then
Nice.
eventually you end up out, overlooking the ocean. As far as eating in the South Carolina area, I love to hit up the oyster bars. There's Matunic Oyster Bar, there's
Obviously,
210 Oyster Bar, so
Yes.
you can't beat the seafood,
Nope.
Then
Not in this area.
Yeah, right. But
I
if
know.
you're, then when you have kids, I guess you have to temper where you go out to eat.
Kids are fine. They can do that.
Yeah,
Take 'em.
usually. But yeah, so those are. I like to go hiking a lot in Arcadia too, because I kind of live out in that area.
Yeah.
So
There's a lot of good hiking in Rhode Island that I don't think a lot of people know about. So
I know, and especially that most people are not going to venture out in the winter hiking. But I suggest, a nice winter hike. Get some snowshoes.
Yep.
That was my gift from my mom this year. Hopefully she's not watching. Now she knows. I forgot.
You just gave it out, gave it away.
Yeah, but so it's a good time of year. I think
it is good. Well, at least you're helping people not be depressed about the impending winter that we will have.
Right.
That's
if you live in Rhode Island, you have to the seasons. That's just the way it is. We can't do anything about it.
But it just feels like winter is 18 months,
and
everything else is.
I know.
Everything else is too short.
I know.
So.
I know. And then it tends to get warm around Christmas when you want it to be cold and Christmassy.
Yeah, I think we're supposed to have a pretty balmy next couple of days.
Yeah,
so we'll
but
see how that goes.
I think it gets cold by Christmas. So.
Absolutely. Well, you heard it here. I think we went through 10 New Year's. There's 40 more on the website. I don't even know how that's possible, but I'm assuming, there's everything from soup to nuts. So if you check out RIblogger.com, you can see everything that's happening for New Year's Eve, as well as pretty much a daily schedule of what every restaurant is doing and where everybody's going. So if you have an event, go on there to post it. So Jennifer, thank you so much for joining us to give us a sneak peek into New Year's Eve plans. Hopefully it kind of made some people a little more decisive about what they're doing.
Yes.
So I will be getting married on New Year's Eve.
Oh, okay. So you definitely have a plan.
That's my thing I'm doing. You can't come to that.
Congratulations.
Actually, I don't know.
Maybe you can.
I won't say where it is, but, I'm sure some people will find it. It's right in downtown. So we'll see. We'll have some stragglers come in. Thank you guys for tuning in. Merry Christmas. I hope everyone has an amazing Christmas. We'll be back on the 27th next week with another exciting lineup of guests. I hope everybody stays warm, and I hope everybody stays dry. I think we're supposed to get rain, so let's hope that everybody has an amazing Christmas. We'll see you next week. In the meantime, check out golocalprov.com for all your news updates. I'm Chelsea Gay. I will see you next Thursday.